Can this be really true? Oh, how I wish I had you.
Hi folks, today we're doing soup. Saturday soup day in Jamaica, in my time, and we're doing red pea soup. This is the dried red peas or kidney beans that has to be soaked. You'd be surprised how soft it gets after cooking. And some of you here might just be used to the ones in the can, already cooked in can. But this is the authentic way of starting it for us. This soup takes a lot of overnight soaking. The pig's tail is salted, so we need to put it in cold water in a small pot or bowl or whatever with cold water to soak overnight in the fridge. The red peas cover with cold water. That can be left on the stove for soaking overnight. You don't have to drain the red peas in the morning. You can start cooking it in that liquid. But the pig's tail, you have to drain it, boil it up about 2 times, rinse with cold water, add cold water and boil it up for about 2 times to get rid of the salt before you continue making the soup. I'm going to add the stewing beef to the red bean in the saucepan. And then I'll cook these two together. In the meantime, the pig's tail, which takes longer, will be cooking on its own until it's tender. Then I'll incorporate it with all these. Along the way, you'll have to add boiling water because the water will evaporate to both saucepans. Usually, the stewing beef gets cooked before the red beans, so you have to remove it and leave the red beans until it's tender. Then you put them back together again. Alright, it's been about an hour and it's time to combine the pig's tail with the stewing beef and red beans because they are tender and ready. That goes in there, and in a little while I'm going to add all the other stuff that goes in for red pea soup. Okay, this is what we call yam in Jamaica. It's a root vegetable. So you peel it like this and you keep a paper towel to clean off anything that shouldn't be there. This is the yam peeled and cut in some serving pieces. I'll add this to the pot with the beans and the pig's tail and the stewing beef. Here it goes. Okay, at this point I'm going to remove this stewing beef and keep it for later. Cut in smaller pieces for serving. This is the Caribbean sweet potato, usually red on the outside and white on the inside. This potato is firmer than the North American potato, but still you need to not overcook it, or else it will just become mushy in the soup, which you don't want. Give it a rinse. Cut it in smaller pieces. Then it's harder, so one this size I'll cut it in 4. Cut it in 4 and that will make sure that it doesn't cook out in a mush. These are good size pieces. I'll add it. Here are the dumplings, which is made from 1 cup of flour, a third of a cup of water, and a half a teaspoon of salt, and you mix this into a dough. I'm going to flatten them to put them in the soup. So this is what you do. Flatten. The dumpling cooks very fast, but in about 10 minutes the dumpling will be cooked. But the soup won't be ready, so you just leave them and they won't disappear. These are the seasoning now. This is the onion chopped, and I'm going to put that in. And a heaping teaspoon of dried thyme, or about 3 stalks of fresh thyme. and a few seeds of pimento or allspice. And you leave to simmer for a while. This is a hearty soup, which is like a stew, which most of our soups are like that, with lots of different stuff in. We cannot leave out the pepper, which is usually a Scotch bonnet pepper that's dropped in whole, or pepper. I use pepper sauce because I'm scared of the Scotch bonnet pepper. It's just too, as we say, too hot. So this is about a teaspoon of this pepper sauce, a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, we leave this to simmer and then we do a taste test and adjust to your liking, whether more salt or more pepper. The red pea soup is done, and here it is. It's all its meat, and it's dumpling, and it's yam, and it's sweet potatoes, all blended into a nice stewy soup.
Hearty soup. Hard. Yeah. This is not the type of soup that goes with sandwich.
No. It's got all this, everything in it already.
Everything's already
all
in
the
there.
starch and vegetables is
Okay.
there.
And it looks delicious. You ready to eat, Mom?
Yes, I am.